I wanted to be a sharing circle facilitator for a couple of reasons. The first was that I wanted to be involved and continue to be involved in ACER. Um, and I felt also that because I wanted to somehow be involved in supporting people in the psychedelic space, that learning to hold space for people in these circles would be a helpful skill set for me and another way of witnessing how ACER works. Now, the other thing that I didn't say was that in that process of kind of discovering psychedelics, a group of friends and I had realized that there was a lack of support for men in my local area. So we started running men's groups about a year before I joined ACER. So I was used to facilitating those spaces, but they were different, these ones. Um, and so I applied for it and was fortunate enough to be selected amongst the few that were. And you can probably tell from the way I communicate and how much I probably don't look at the screen because I'm constantly, there's always other thoughts going on in my head, that just being quiet and not wanting to share my resonance and not wanting to connect with people is actually something I find quite difficult. Although people see me as really relaxed, because when I drop into that space, I can be completely present. I find it hard. So it was a really good skill to learn. And what I get from those circles are, I mean, if I tell you what I got after about 6 or 7 months was the idea that I didn't need to contribute anything to find completion in the wisdom that was shared. People would share things and I would be like desperately resonating with several things. And then invariably, 95% of the time, somebody would say exactly what I felt in response to them. I also learned that you just can, if you're fully present and put yourself just slightly behind and just open up the space to those people, you can gain so much wisdom and knowledge from just witnessing others that it's personally beneficial. But I just love those connections that I see form. I also see journeys of people coming in that want to share, don't want to share, and watching them transform across the year as they deepen their practice and find what works for them in ACE is also really fulfilling to witness. So I enjoy it because it's teaching me something else. It also has infinite transferable skills. I shut up so much more in front of clients. Classic sales thing they say is tears of mouth. So the more I shut up, the more I learn. And that Lee taught me an infinite skill of just pausing and letting the silence sit there. And sometimes I'll just do that and people squirm out information that I need to know. It's really helpful. But it also just has taught me that like you can build true connections just through authenticity.